is Claire with Perceiving a Life. As you saw in the last video that I just uploaded, I'm doing laundry, and I'm also going through and folding up socks right now. But oh, now you want to play. 3-hour nap, and as soon as I start recording again, he wants to play. Anyway, I'm trying to get like a better handle on the recording and doing the videos and not getting distracted by the dog. But I'm also trying to do laundry. Anyway, I'm doing a bunch of videos today. The good ones are getting uploaded, and the not so good ones are getting deleted, so that I have more room on my phone for more creative genius. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about, in the last video, I had music playing in the background because that's what I do when I clean, is I listen to music on AccuRadio. I definitely recommend the Country Roots channel. But I wanted to talk about why it's not on now. And this is for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because my microphone on my phone is only as good as you can expect for it being a phone. It's not anything super high tech, and at this distance, you know, it doesn't do that great of a job. And so what I ran into was that you couldn't hear some of the things, or you could hear that I was talking, but you couldn't understand what I was saying. The second reason, he's about to drive me crazy. First reason was because you couldn't hear me. Second reason was because it's kind of distracting. Not that I haven't been distracted 8 million times since this video started, but I did have a very specific, you know, topic of conversation that I wanted to cover, and because of that, I have chosen to turn it off, so hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. I wanted to talk about, as you could probably guess by the title of the video, I wanted to talk about why I talk funny, because it is a legitimate thing. It's not just because I have a cold, and it's not just because I'm using a crappy iPhone mic, and it's not just because I had some background noise. It's not just because my accent changes depending on whether or not I talk to my granny or my meemaw that day. But I was born with a cleft palate, and if I figure out how to do it, I might put a diagram somewhere. But basically, you have that little pit in the top of your mouth. From there back, I had nothing. Like, I'm pretty well deformed, and what's left, because of the surgeries and stuff that I've had, what is left is scar tissue. I don't have a uvula. My tonsils are deformed. They took out my adenoids. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And so it creates volume problems, but it also, I have issues with my pronunciation because it went so long being, without being corrected. And so, you know, moral of the story is I talk funny. The specialist will tell you that you are within a normal range on your speech, but right now I'm sitting here trying really, really, really hard to make my speech therapist proud and enunciate for you, but but it's hard, and I'm certain that when I pull up the video after I upload it, because this one's gonna get uploaded, but I'm certain that after I upload it, I'm just gonna be staring at, you know, at the screen and kind of hating my life a little bit, because even though it's something that I've definitely come to terms with, nobody who has anything wrong with them is 100% comfortable with it. And there's like even a reason I'm wearing a scarf right now. I don't have cancer or anything, praise the Lord, but, I have other stuff that's wrong with me too. I have alopecia, and so I don't grow hair in certain places. So I have a receding hairline, and I woke up this morning and my hair was not cooperating because I fell asleep with it wet last night. And so I just threw it up, threw the scarf on, and, I'm just trying to go on with my life. I have eyebrows in this video. Sometimes I don't. If you look at the one for the garden tour, I have no eyebrows, or just partials. But that's all to do with the alopecia. And I'm not comfortable about that either. But I am comfortable enough to cut my own hair in such a way that in most of my videos, it's a lot less distracting, at least for me. So, will you quit? The kid's got off the school bus across the street and he is having fits over it. But, anyway, I have been doing videos all day, and I had been wondering for a while when I was going to feel comfortable enough to kind of cover this topic. But I guess today's the day. But anyway, that's the moral of the story. I might put in some like cleaned up background music like I do in most of my videos, but as far as having that garbled mess in the background from AccuRadio sounds great to me, does not sound great when it's being played back. And I also kind of wonder about licensing issues. I don't know. I'm not like trying to take credit for any of the stuff that's going on. I just like it. So, here he comes with that rope. But anyway, I wanted to cover that. If you have questions, ask them. Ask them nicely. Because if you don't ask them nicely, then your message or your comment gets deleted and you get blocked without a second thought. Other thing, I do want to clarify this. A lot of what people know about cleft anything is the cleft lip, which I do not have. I've never had that. But, unilateral cleft lip, if you look it up, it's one split instead of two. A lot of times people will have two. And mine was pretty mild. So, I'm blessed in that regard. But, it's just kind of a reminder that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And, everything happens for a reason, that kind of thing. Like I said, I am about as comfortable with it as I could possibly be. I used to work, I've worked in customer service for 6 years. I'm not working right now, but I've worked in customer service for 6 years. I'm used to talking to people. I'm used to talking to people face to face. I'm used to people asking me questions. And I'm used to people not being super nice about it. A lot of people think I'm deaf. I do have some hearing loss. That's part of, it's one of the subsequential diagnoses that you get after the cleft, and it has a lot to do with all the ear infections that you're prone to, because it definitely messes up with your sinuses, and so you end up with ear infections. I also have had issues with my teeth, because it changes the pH of your saliva, and so my saliva is pretty corrosive because of the pH change, and so I have broken teeth, tons of cavities, weak enamel, and it's not like I don't take care of it. It's part of it. It's part of the diagnosis. So, anyway, there's that. And like I said, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. But if you look at my older videos, or even in the newer videos, because I'm sure it's going to be an issue again, that's why. That's if you have a hard time understanding what I'm saying, that's why. And the thing I was going to say, I don't think about it a lot of times, but making these videos has made me think about it. And I'm talking I have been so comfortable with it that I haven't thought about it for days at a time, weeks at a time, months at a time. And this includes working in customer service, working with people face to face. And I even worked in a call center where this is all you heard over the phone when you're calling with problems. And I've been really fortunate to be comfortable. I've had great friends and family that have been supportive of that. I mean, my boyfriend says he doesn't notice. I think he's a liar. But, I mean, at this point, we've been together long enough, he might not notice. But, oh, I never knew you were any different. That's not true. That's not true. But, anyway, yeah. So, you know, there's my explanation for my condition. And if, you know, if you, I'm hoping that it gets to the point, I'm hoping it doesn't get to the point where I feel like I have to put in closed captioning, because in that last video it was pretty rough, and I almost felt like I needed to do that. But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, because this video is way too long for just such a simple, hey, by the way. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.